Our next guest is a lot of things: producer, director, writer, voiceover actor. He's been doing it since he was a teen. He's been in the business for over 30 years. He's added a new credential, which we're here to talk about today, and that is the author of children's books. Big camera here. Longtime friend Mar Andersons is joining us right now. Mar, I've known you a long time. You called me not too long ago and said, I got something new to add to the resume.
Yes, sir.
I just read this last night. This is for I say kids from all ages. I read it last night. Tell us about this new book. It's called Pablo.
Yeah, Pablo is about a rough, tough Mexican street dog working the tours for scraps, playing with his friends all day. His wife pulls him aside and says he needs to be more responsible because he has puppies on the way. So he decides to go to the all-star, 5-star resort for American tourists and get her a new birthing gift.
Yeah.
A big chaise lounge pillow for her and the puppies because her pillow has holes and is tattered. And while he's there, he encounters a millennial family from Seattle with 2 freckled, braced, pigtailed twins.
Yes.
Yeah, screaming, "Mommy, Daddy, we want him," to Pablo's chagrin. So Dad scoops up Pablo, takes him to the vet. They drug him, throw him on a plane, and he wakes up in Seattle to the 2 twins dressing him up and calling him Brittany. And it's all about his journey back home and to Mexico in time for the birth of his puppies.
And we should mention too, I hope I'm not giving anything away here, but one of the things that you mentioned to me, you were talking about the glowing comments about the book. One of them, which I was perplexed by at first, you said that was from a widow in her 70s that said, "This book made me cry," because there is a character in this book that plays a big role. Tell us a little bit about Joan, right?
Yeah, so the book, first of all, is written in English with Spanish words and phrases, so it's educational. But one of the big things about this book is that one of the characters, Joan, goes through the 5 stages of grief in the book. She's lost her husband and she's processing it herself. And she helps Pablo get back to Mexico. So at the end of the book, there's a child psychologist lesson plan on how to talk to your kids about grief if you so choose, with further information on our website at kidstory.com.
I said to you too, I say this to our viewers all the time, I'm never around kids, so I sometimes struggle to engage as to what they would be able to take in. I said to you, this is the right length, I think, for kids, but also that there's so many things in here that I could see parents talking to their kids about afterward, as you said, grief, love, family, loss. Are you getting that kind of feedback from people that have read it? Before it's coming up, major official release in March, but you can order it now. We'll tell you more about that later. But continue.
Yeah, getting back to the woman that sent us a review, which was remarkable. It actually made me cry.
Yeah.
She was talking about how beautiful the book was and how it made her feel that her husband's never too far away, that he's always with her. And that's really what this is about. It's about love, it's about family. And at the end of the day, we felt that there wasn't a lot of kids books out there today with a children's mental health focus on the 5 stages of grief. I was writing the book and I'd lost my mother, and I thought, how can I help other people deal with what I'm dealing with right now? And so that's when I incorporated it into the book. And our artist, Irvin, actually lost his mother while we were doing the art for the book. So we actually dedicated the book to our moms and all the moms out there, because they're the rocks in our world. So.
They really are. It's a life lottery. You get a good mom, you're moving very nicely. And mentioning about the art, though, is that nothing against the animation we love and enjoy today.
Absolutely.
But this is old school art. This is done the old school way.
Yeah, we spent almost 3 years doing this artwork, and everything was done by Irv. And every single art piece in the book is hand-drawn and hand-painted. No AI, no computers. Everything was done by hand. So if we wanted to change something, we must have had over 1,000 iterations of 36 or 38 panels of the book. He had to go back to scratch to draw, to paint in watercolor, and then build the whole panel out all over again to get it to approval. And there were literally over 1,000 iterations of less than 40 pieces of art.
There are so many extensions around this book. I love the fact that you put this together intended to raise awareness and funding for dogs and other animals in shelter. You've also attached yourself to a number of organizations.
We have, yeah. So partial proceeds of the sale of Pablo are actually going to 3 different animal rescue organizations all over North America. One in San Diego called the Animal Pad, another in Arizona called Hand Over Rover, and one here in Calgary called CB Rescue. And they do fantastic work, and we couldn't be happier to have them be partnered with us on the book.
I can't reveal a lot, but just there's a couple other things that are extending from this book. Tell us quickly about
Correct, yeah. So not only is it a typical kids book written in English and Spanish with the 5 stages of grief and a child psychologist lesson plan, we also have a video game.
wow.
So when kids finish reading the book, they can play Pablo the Video Game for free online at kidstory.com.
That's where all the information is about getting the book, right?
Correct. You can purchase the book there. You can read up on the child psychology lesson plan for the 5 stages of grief. You can play the video game. Everything is on kidstory.com.
This is great stuff, buddy. I've known you a long time. I got to tell you, I'm looking at your resume. I would have been a lot better friend to you if I knew you did this kind of work. I mean, this is pretty impressive. But there he is. It's Mar Anderson's. Again, all seriousness, buddy. Congratulations. Look for this at the website he mentioned. We've got it right below there, and pick this up for your kids. Real good read. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
This segment was sponsored by the Richmond Sentinel, providing news, entertainment, and human interest stories in print and online.